gonna get higher. It's gonna get louder. Bets with an S, or does it not matter anymore? All right, let's get into this. In the top left-hand corner, it is from the Loopy Clan. If I were a soup, with no question mark, it's just like, yeah. In the bottom right, from the beautiful country of Europe, it is CryVI. Now we got Soup going for the pylon in a pretty appropriate position. This is going to allow him to defend against things like oracles and early harass from adepts with the mothership core overcharge. Whereas on the other side, the pylon in front is not going to do so much to help out. All right. We see probe scouts on either side. The double gate is being laid down by Soup on the other side. CryVI opting for his gases, but 2-gate is pretty much the standard nowadays. It looks like no 2-gate coming out of CryVI so far. But we see the probe is being boxed in. Will it escape in time? The mineral walk is attempted. But no! First blood. Soup will pick it up, and 50 minerals to boot for that first blood kill. But on the other side, we got the Cyber Core alongside some more intense probe-on-probe action. This is electrifying fights here, boys. Anything could happen. Both players could fail at microing their initial scouting probes. This is Gold League. Okay, we got the second pylon on the way. Soup actually not going to be able to build his initial adepts here because he is a bit supply block. We got a Robo as the initial choice alongside the Stalker. No warp gate quite yet. He's definitely going to want to get that started. Do we have a mothership core? No. A lot of gas being banked up, but who knows what he's saving it for? A new Q... what? Yeah. Fuck. Never mind. I was going to say something clever, but then I lost it, and I fucked it up at the same time. He's ready to take an expansion despite only having 200 minerals. That's very ambitious. On the other side, Cry, going for an expansion of his own. We're going to have to see how much harass these adepts can do. Thank you, Beastie Cutie, for the host as well. Thank you for joining us as well, anyone from Beastie Cutie. Hopefully you had a good stream. I know you started like 6 hours ago or so. And now, once again, Soup has decided supply block is the name of the game. These adepts are very intimidatingly sitting outside the natural they found purpose in life. There is no mothership core here. And he will cancel the shade, so we're going to have to see. Is Soup paying attention on the other side of the map? No, he's actually macroing at home. This is some incredible forethought here. On the other side, this probe continues to ping-pong back and forth, still not finding purpose in life despite waiting to make an expansion for approximately half the game so far. Looks like the adepts are very angrily targeting on the Stalker. The Stalker beautifully microed away. Some great pullback micro there. And the adept trying to escape, but it finds this pylon much more interesting. It will die for its interest. And now the expansion is being taken. The worker count right now dead even, 28 to 27. This game could still go either way. The chrono boost still being used to encourage the cybernetic score to become useful past the 4-minute mark in the game. A Twilight Council on the way as well. It looks like this gateway will remain a gateway to remind him of his past. No. It's 2016. We don't make gateways in 2016, boys. He warped in the gate for Harambe. An immortal on the way. This immortal could be the difference between having no immortals and between having one immortal, which is infinitely more. It's a really game-changing decision here out of IfIwereASoup. I really like the direction he's going with his build. All right. A Twilight Council is on the way. The worker count now. Significant advantage for CryVI, our European player. Will he build out anything out of the Twilight Council? That remains to be seen. I'm feeling a Dark Shrine. He has the gas. He has the initiative. On the other side, we got the Robotics Bay coming up. It looks like Disruptors will be the name of the game. Another Immortal on the way. Not a bad choice. Stacking up that Immortal count. Charge is on the way on the other side, of course. If the Disruptors don't get the hits they need, the Charge Lots can close the distance. It actually looks like IfIwereASoup going for the Disruptors of his own. Pretty much a staple of PvP. I'm excited to see how much these Disruptors do against the enemy army and how much they do against friendly armies. Double Forge, so going for the upgrades as well. Both player, well, it looks like Cry is going to be supply blocked. 44 versus 35 probes, but it's really just going to come down to the big fight. All right, we've got a timing of sorts coming across here from Mr. Soup. He's going to find way too many Immortals. He's going to see those Immortals, and now he's going to decide this is probably not a great idea. And I have to agree with him. One on the way. Who knows if upgrades... Upgrades are not going to prevent you from getting one shot by a Disruptor. So that could make all the difference. Alright, the gas is being taken. The first Disruptor. Soup is the first one to go for his third base. 5 pylons on the way. He's finished his architecture degree. A lot of Immortals. The supplies very even right now. Army supplies very even. We've got the Forges coming up. Soup remembering that is something that he should do at some point. Blink. Oh, okay, we've got Blink on Cry here. Whereas Soup is looking at Charge. And I gotta say, I favor Charge a little bit more because he has a grand total of 5 Blink Stalkers, which is not really a very useful number of Blink Stalkers. But to each their own. Alright, the third base on the other side. He's found the money. We have... Oh, this could be spicy. A Disruptor drop coming in. Well, let's see how this goes. A very strong army moving out. If the Disruptors are not here for Soup, he could just get run over immediately. Neither player really looking to commit their army in the Valley of Death down the middle of this map. Supplies are dead even. The War Prism's still waiting for a second Disruptor. If neither player attacks, Disruptor drops and just War Prisms in general, of course, could be great for getting an advantage going into the mid to late game. A War Prism on its way. There is no Gravitic Drive. Actually, there is. Never mind. I take it back. As another Disruptor's on the high ground here. It looks like an attack is coming out. He's got 4 Disruptors to his name. And the Observer will scout this just in time. A single Stalker making its way up. The Observer sees it. Soup, is he ready? He's primed. He's going to take his shot. He's got the Disruptor controlled. If he fires a shot at the right time... Not really. Okay, now it's time to back off. Oh, God. All right. Jesus Christ. This is why. Both players up in the thousands of minerals. There's a single Disruptor on the other. He's not building any more Disruptors. So this could be bad. Or it could really just not be that bad as well. That's also an option. The intensity is real, though. The standoff, the tension. It looks like Cry is going to break first. A Disruptor drop is coming in. How many probes will it kill? Like 4. 4 probes. And now he has 2,000 minerals. So I would argue that War Prism drop hurt him more than it hurt his opponent because he hasn't been paying any attention to his goddamn base. We gotta turn this epic Protoss music up. Alright. As the War Prism sharks around. The attack at the front. This War Prism in a very precarious position, especially considering there are 3 Blank Stalkers on the field. Okay, that's more than 3. But on the other side, a single Disruptor stands tall. Neither player willing to commit. They both. It looks like CryVI will go through the Valley of Death, neither even considering that you could attack via any other angle than directly down the middle on the low ground. That would just be untenable. So the worker count is 60 to 57. Does it matter? No. We have the Select All Army hotkey being utilized in to great effect by both sides. Neither of them... Okay, there's actually hotkeys for the army here. So a single Disruptor on the high ground. Is there an observer seeing this? Yes! Soup has his observer. Looks like a Stalker goes down. Will there be a Disruptor shot? Oh! It's not very effective. And it seems like he shot his balls a little bit too early, and now he's going to have to sit back for a little while and think about what he's done in embarrassment. Because that was embarrassing. The premature Disruptor shots there are just not going to impress the ladies. But he's up for another try. What will we see this time? One at a time. And another one. Another one. Okay, and that was it. That's the end of it. Can I get another one? And, no? No. Okay, we're just gonna chill out for a sec. As Soup remembers, Disruptors are pretty good to have against someone who has half a dozen... Oh, can I get another one? And how about another one? He's getting a little bit closer each time. Oh, here we go! We got us. But if Soup has one Disruptor, I have a feeling that one Disruptor is gonna... Oh, here we go. This is more like... Oh! There's the shot we were looking for, but then everything's dying to the charge lots. What is happening? Okay. Looks like the charge lots are doing a pretty good... He's targeting... No, he's not. He's not really targeting the War Prism so much as incidentally hitting it. Some more charge lots are coming down. And it looks like the winner of this fight will be Mr. Soup, flowing over the Valley of Death. Both players making up thousands of minerals right now. Alright, and this is still anybody's game. The Disruptor count has been reset, and that's probably a good thing because both of them are trying way too hard to make Disruptors happen. Even Soup with his one. He has one Disruptor, that's it. That's his entire Disruptor count, right? Okay, he has 2. I'm sorry. His other one's just chilling, alright? This was the younger brother who felt like he'd never accomplish anything in life, because his older brother's been to war and back several times. Alright, we got some... Oh, but a big Disruptor! Oh! His Disruptor just did more than all of the Disruptors of CryVI the entire game, but it's time to pull back. Now that he's got a decisive victory, it's time to retreat. To let it sink in what he's just done. So, the units lost tab. Obviously, CryVI is having a tough time so far. Both players with 4 bases. Anything could happen from here. The supplies heavily in favor of CryVI, but we've seen them swing before. They can swing again. It's gonna take some... Oh! Oh! That might be it right there! The final blow, the overcharges will be used, and that's enough to scare him off. Okay, nope. That Disruptor hit is not what he was looking for. Both players banking up dozens of monies. The Immortals are slamming into the Stalkers. Another Disruptor gonna come out. And another Disruptor is just going to die. And it looks like... Wait a second, there's DTs! And the DTs! The comeback mechanic here. He might lose his third, but I don't think he's gonna... Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him, boy! He got him. And now the probes are gonna... This Immortal has 16 kills. 17. Another one. Another one. This DT is gonna take like a year. 20. Yeah, shit's happening over here. Whatever. 22. Okay. Alright, but the DTs are starting to even think... I think Soup has enough money to potentially replenish his army, though. So I think we're okay there. I like the Zerg music here in this PvP match. So, I want to say it's over. He's making 9 cannons now. I like that. That's a good move. But anything could happen. Do we have any disruptors? He has a dream. Holy shit, this music, though. He's not out of it yet. I mean, he's pretty fucked, but, 37 probes. Now, let me pose a scenario to you. Both players max out. Don't ask me how CryVI maxes out. Just assume he can. Soup will have made a massive mistake by having such a great economy that his army will be so much smaller. And then he will get crushed. So, anything could happen. There's approximately 1 gaggle of zealots here, ready for the attack. They have their 3-3 upgrades. We actually have 3-3 on either side, which is still not going to save you against disruptors. But, looks like, yeah, Colossus and Glaives. Why don't we go down that road? Okay. Because he can afford that. This Nexus is within shouting distance of the minerals, and that's what's important. Okay, now 161 to 91 supply. It seems Soup has decided his army will consist of approximately only zealots. All the people out there saying, I'm gold or I'm silver and I could beat these players. Let me assure you, you're a lot shittier than you think you are. If you're a gold player and you're saying, I could beat either of these players easily, you're very wrong. You're very wrong. But it does look like it from here, doesn't it? And he has the skin. Is that the collector? He has the collector's edition skin. The badass skin. So once again, Mr. Soup has given him the time to rebuild. So CryVI has made the most of that time. So I gotta say the army composition definitely in favor of CryVI. The army size, not in favor of CryVI. But if time goes on long enough, yeah. Does he? How many Stargate? He's going. I wouldn't mind seeing carriers when you have this much money. He has 1 Stargate though, and he's maxed out, so he can't like start building them. Is the only real concern here. Is there any way? Well, okay, that's one way to do it. That's what he was going for. That's not a bad call. The mothership. There you go. You saved enough supply for that. He wanted his mothership, so he will get it. There's that 80 probes. as the music continues to be incredibly intense despite the game literally not having any units die in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, why not? Take it out on the rocks. That'll make you feel better. Okay. Those are +3 Colossi. They do a lot of damage. We've got a probe, sacrifice, and a single disruptor. He could have just shot the probes at... Why? He's baiting. He's baiting. But will he bait masterfully enough? Okay. Oh my god, he got the hit. He killed a bunch of... Alright, so Soup realizing there might actually be an army that can kill him, so he probably should attack it some. The probes went down, freeing up some supply. So we'll have to see how this goes. Looks like he's got his single High Templar at the back, and... well, that's a very dead Colossus. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna lose some of these probes, and by that I mean all of his probes. And no one! No! 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 Not that Nexus! Oh. I can't recall a single reason why you would do that. Oh. DJ. Oh. Oh, he's super fucked. I don't... Oh, any other Nexus? Jesus Christ. Both those players rocking out right around 100 APM. All right. Our next player will be